haven't seen it, well, we're gonna spoil it.
Spoil it in your face.
That's your warning. So if you get pissed, it's all your fault. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo.
Ride like the wind, bullseye. I'm Eddie Collins.
Guys, this is Justin Brown.
And we are Medium Popcorn Partner. Yeah, I know. I was just got my little stinky Pete cough right there. We are Medium Popcorn spoiling movies. And of course, we're going to spoil Toy Story 2, the sequel.
Are we spoiling it? The movie
I know,
that
right?
came out
Imagine
in
someone's
1999?
like putting their fingers in their ears, like, oh no, I can't listen to this. I haven't seen it yet. 1999 sequel to Toy Story, the first Pixar sequel, I believe, in their filmography. And I gotta say, man, when this movie first came out, I haven't seen this movie since it first came out. Because when I first saw it, I remember being like a kid and being kind of like, I feel like they tried too hard. But as an adult watching this shit is bad funny. Like, I forgot how funny the pig dude is.
Oh, yeah.
And I forgot how funny Ham is. Ham is bad funny in this movie.
Did he did he just die? I think the other guy
a few of these voice actors are no longer with us.
Yeah.
You're gonna be scratching your bald head if you try to figure out which ones. I think.
No, because he used to do that. Never, all right, doesn't matter. Funny thing is, I've never seen this movie. It's the first time I watched this film.
But you've seen Toy Story 3, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you just missed the second one? Ah,
I don't know. I don't know how.
It's not the most. It's not the most memorable out of all of them, I would say.
Yeah.
Like in regards to the Toy Story films, what I would do is I would say Toy Story 3, Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, then Toy Story 4.
Fair.
In regards to like my favorite, like because after rewatching this, I actually putting this above Toy Story 4, which I did still like. I thought it was like a nice epilogue. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with number 5. But this one actually surprised me how much I enjoyed it. There are some parts where I was like, that's a little bit too, you're trying a little bit too hard in regards to callbacks to the first one. Like I roll my eyes with Buzz. At the beginning, he does this little like wheel thing and flying to help Woody up. And at the end with like the aliens, like, and like there was like some callbacks. Where I was like, kind of like, you didn't have to do all that. But that's back when like nostalgia was just now peeking in where people were like, oh yeah, remember that moment? But this movie is pretty funny. Like Ham, when they try to find the chicken commercial, and Ham's doing the remote, and then they pass it. Like, oh, you passed. He's like, it's too late. I'm in the 40s. Or when they're in they steal the car, the Pizza Planet car or whatever the fuck, and then he's reading the manual. He's like, oh man, I seriously doubt he's getting that kind of mileage. Like weird shit like that. And then also what's his name? Slinky Dog was really funny in this because I even remember as a kid
Jim Varney.
I remember as a kid when they were doing the cones across the street, and like he looks at the road, he's like, "I'm not a smart dog, but I know what roadkill is." I thought that shit was funny. But yeah, so this is like actually like I forgot the plot of this movie because like it's about Woody. Like it's a year or so later, right after the first one.
Yeah, so Woody is having his Buzz moment.
Yeah, where he's like, not that he's getting replaced, but he's getting forgotten.
Yeah. Well, not even. Well, basically, the first two Toy Stories are definitely about Woody having existential crises. In
Dude, you definitely have kids because your C's are becoming Q's and shit. You're like, you want to say crises.
You know what? Is listen to fucking Axel talk all the time. No, yeah, so he's having all these crises.
all you do is sales. So I can't imagine. You're like, it's crazy. These prices are crazy. You're just talking to baby talk with your sales calls.
Well, no, what's funny though? Like
let's make a sale.
Talking, with like talking with clients. I'm able to fucking pull my shit together pretty well, but it's just like you put me on the pocket. I'm just like, it's just like I'm just regurgitating garbage is just flowing out of my mouth. Yeah. But yeah, like he's just losing his shit in the first two movies.
He gets put on a shelf In this movie, he gets put on a dusty ass shelf next to Wheezy, who's a penguin toy with a broken squeaker that niggas had just forgot about.
No,
He's
yeah.
covered in dust. He's like, and at the end, he has all that. Like, not that he has all that, but Weezy's singing a song and shit. I'm like, he should be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. None of y'all checked on me. I'm Wheezy.
Well, no, 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 because they're like, oh no, the mom put him up there because she was gonna fix him, but
Yeah.
she never did.
Why couldn't they fix
But
him?
also at the same time, nigga, you could just look up and be like, hey guys, I'm still up here.
Yeah, but I was like, also like, how come the other toys didn't fix him? Woody fucking create a whole fucking army squad just to find out what they're getting for fucking birthdays and shit. They can't get him another
This is true.
squeaker. It was in the house.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It was insane. And then like, yeah, UV, our producer, reminded me in the chat, his arm rips. Yeah, so he gets a tear because he's supposed to go to cowboy camp with Andy. It's like his favorite time of the year or whatever, where it's just him
Mhm.
and Andy. But then his arm accidentally rips, and so Andy's like, "Damn it, I can't take him." So Andy's mom puts him on the shelf, and then like you said, Woody starts going down his existential crisis mode and shit. Like, oh my god, Andy's gonna forget about me and stuff. And Wheezy, because he's been put on the shelf, as the mom is just randomly preparing for a yard sale, seemingly the same fucking day that her son just left for cowboy
Yeah,
camp.
no, she dropped him off, and then she's gonna be like, "Oh, yard sale."
Yeah, it was just, and then she's picking up toys. She gets Wheezy, and Woody's like, "Oh no, Wheezy!" He tries to go save him, and then the fucking this dude named Al, who's the owner of Al's Toy Barn, which you've seen like little ads for.
He's not the owner of Al's Toy Barn. He's a nigga just in the chicken suit. I don't
No,
think
he's
he
the
owns
owner.
the place.
That's
Is
Al.
he?
Yeah, that's Al. That's what makes it so insane.
Yeah, that's
I
nuts.
mean, how else would a
You
chicken man be
hire
able to afford
somebody
that
to do that.
apartment?
That's true.
Yeah,
That's very true.
to the point where he could park outside the fucking building.
So here's the other thing that I'm actually just realizing
Okay.
about Andy's family's dynamic. So Andy, he's single mom, all right? He has
Yes.
a single
Yeah.
mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a one
Voiced by
parent
Lauren
household.
Metcalf.
So basically, his mom dropped him off at day camp. Dropped him off at this cowboy camp, right?
Mhm.
And then she comes home. She's doing a yard sale. She's cleaning up the house because she's about to catch some dick.
Yeah,
Am I
probably,
right?
probably. I never like to think about
He's-
that. I never like to think about what my mom did
oh,
whenever I
I,
was
oh,
in
I
Boy
know why
Scout
you don't
trips.
like to think about it.
When I went away on my Boy Scout trips, and my mom was so eager to like put me on those buses or those planes. I'm like, why is she so excited? Like I'm going towards death.
Whoa, wait a second. Yuvi in the chat says, "What about Molly?" So she has a little.
Yeah,
She
remember
has a
there's
baby.
the little girl. Yeah.
Damn. Damn, daddy just up and ran away. When is this supposed to be set? In the 1960s? He was just like, I'm going out for bread. He just walked out the fucking
Yeah.
door.
Well, actually, in Uvia's true that she found for this movie, it's what is it said about Andy about Woody possibly being the dad's toy or something like that. Hold on one second. Um shit, I can't find it right now. But yeah, there's like something in the
Oh,
trivia about how like Woody actually might have been because of how old Woody is that he actually might be Andy's dad's toy.
and that was my next question. That was my next question. Is like, when is this actually set? And like, how did Andy get a toy from like the 1920s? So Woody is probably not only just his dad's toy, but probably his grandfather's toy that may have been passed down.
That's why he's such an expensive, because this dude's Al's like gonna fly to fucking Japan to deliver these toys. So you
Yeah.
don't do that for a slow chunk of change. And they're saying they're gonna charge him like crazy overnight. He's probably getting like at least six figures for that.
Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Okay, no, so now you've just put in the chat. Timeline details suggest Woody predates Andy and may have belonged to his Andy's father. I don't think that that's the case. Considering the makeup of this family, Andy's father is an older man. He has another family around the corner.
I
Andy's
think
mom's
Justin's
a side
projecting.
piece.
I think Justin's
Andy,
projecting onto this movie.
Andy, Andy's mom is a side piece. And he just dropped two hard dusty loads in her, and now he got two kids because I'm telling you, man, there's I knew that there was something up. I knew because Andy's father has to be an older man to have a fucking to have a Woody doll because that was clearly it looked like a show from like the 50s or 60s, right?
Yeah. I think I'm more like because Yuvi's asking how does she have a two-story house? We never learned much about Andy's family, but I actually think that leans more into like the father died, and that's how they're able to keep the house and stuff like that. And um, I
Yeah,
don't
but
know. I
when
wonder if the third one kind
did
of
wait
like
was the baby in the first one?
yes,
Okay.
yeah, because remember she jacks up fucking Mr. Potato Head at the beginning.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
a
yeah, yeah, that's right. They did move in the first one.
yeah. I think
Or she she the affair was found out. So she had to get up out of
oh
Dodge.
my god, Justin. All right, stop trying to make this a fucking Lifetime movie. All right. Long story short, folks. Woody tries to go save Wheezy at the yard sale. He ends up getting found by the owl, the toy collector, who basically tries to bargain with Andy's mom. She's like, "Oh, I don't even know how Woody got out here." Puts him in a fucking cash box, but then immediately turns her back to this dude. It's like your yard sale ain't popping to the point where you can't carry that motherfucker around. I know you're in the
Yeah,
suburbs, but this creepy dude just try to like basically haggle you for this toy that's
yeah.
really important to your sons.
And this is Andy's favorite toy.
Yeah, like, come on, lady.
Yeah.
Do better. Do
Listen,
better.
listen, Jackson has this little rabbit called Boo Boo,
Okay.
right? Nigga. Somebody's like, "Oh, I want to buy that." I'm just like, "Nigga, I will kill you," because I understand what this is gonna do. Because he won't. Because there was a point where Jackson has Poo Poo and Axel has Lammy.
Okay.
They will not sleep without those. Like they will not fucking sleep without those. So I understand what that is to kids.
Even when
There's
they go on vacation.
absolutely no, we have to bring them with them with us. And they have to guard them like they're the fucking president. Not this president. We have to guard them like they're the fucking president. Man, like it's not a fucking game. So if someone was just like, "Hey, I want to buy this specific toy that you know is uberly important to your child," you are not going to let that out of your sight. Absolutely fucking not.
Mm, yeah, I get that. I get it. Yeah, but either way, Al breaks into the little box and steals Woody. Buzz Buzz tries to chase after the car, but he's able to like figure out he's able to see the license plate, and he's able
Yeah.
to use that with like the fucking spell finder or whatever toy to deduce that it's Al's toy barn. And so then they find the
Mhm.
commercial and they're able to track down the location of the store. So then Mr. Potato Head, Slinky Dog, Rex, Ham, and Buzz all head out of the house to go find Woody, which is
Yeah.
hilarious. Just like those are the worst toys
Yeah.
to try
Well,
to send out.
especially Rex. Especially Rex.
He brings nothing good to the game. The only thing that he
No.
brought is the knowledge about Emperor Zurg and Buzz Lightyear because of the cold open at the beginning, which is supposed to be a Buzz
Mhm.
Lightyear video game, which is a great commercial for Pixar because I'm pretty sure they released that game not long after this movie. There's a lot of things that this
Mhm.
movie where I was like, when they showed all the Woody memorabilia and the commercials and stuff like that, I was like, oh yeah, Disney was like, oh, the fucking money we're gonna make.
Mhm.
They may as well have had a commercial after this movie, be like, all that merch you saw in this movie, you can buy now. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you've been saying this pre-Disney. That's right. But I'm sure they still had a partnership with Disney, right? To distribute. So that means, oh, this is before the parks, though.
Yeah, this is before the parks.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Ah,
It just blows my mind that Don Rickles was in this film. He's Mr. Potato Head.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but like
I'm a married
he
spud.
only
I'm a
died.
married spud.
Yeah, like he died in what 2017. He was 90 years old.
Yeah, man.
Like I feel like he's like one of those people that was just like he was around forever, and I just and like I didn't even realize he died, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, he pops up randomly. Every time I watch Casino, I forget he's in it. And not even like a small
Yeah,
role. He's got a big role in the Casino. I'm like, oh shit,
yeah,
Don Rickles. Um, but yeah, so the terrible the wrong stuff are on their way to try to rescue Woody. Woody goes to Al's apartment where he basically learns that he was the protagonist. His character is the protagonist of this show called Woody's Roundup, which is a popular 1950s children's
yeah.
western series, right? And he had these co-stars, Jesse the Cowboy, Bullseye the horse, and Sticky Pete the prospector, and they're actually
Yeah.
all like in this box to like collectibles to be sent to Japan, and they're just waiting. Like the owner's just always been waiting for Woody, and so unfortunately that means that Jesse and Bullseye and Pete have all been like in this box, and so Jesse's mad traumatized. She's like, I don't want to go back into the darkness. And this is after she's already been abandoned by her owner, which apparently there was an online like theory that her Jesse's original owner was Andy's mom, but that's since been debunked by like the creatives and stuff like that. But apparently
Yeah.
it went on for a while. That there was like this, because you see like her with like Jesse with her owner, and then
Yeah.
she eventually gets abandoned by this young girl and stuff. Which that was a really sad song. That Sarah McLaughlin song was sad as fuck.
Mhm.
I was like, oh yeah, I remember people crying at that song in the theater. And I remember because
Really?
well, I guess because I'm not I'm not a girl, but there was a lot of young girls I remember crying to that song in the movie theater. I remember being like, okay. Yeah, Tom Hanks and
Crying?
Tim Allen legit cried at the song too.
Hmm.
Yeah, apparently Paul
What,
Newman
it's
thought it
just
was
by growing up?
I think so. I mean, there's, I think there's definitely movies that, and I can't speak for being like a young woman growing up, but like I remember seeing Inside Out, and like that made me cry. Like at like so remember Inside Out when like what is it? The different worlds, like one is like innocence or some shit, and that
Mhm.
collapses. That like fucked me
Yeah.
up. Like I think there's certain things that like these movies do, especially the Pixar movies, that like can connect to a deep emotional moment in your life that really kind of rock you unexpectedly.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and also like you talk about some of the innocence, like that can take many forms, the breaking of
Exactly.
innocence.
Yeah.
You know? So and I think but I think that's more of a universal term, or a feeling that we all get.
Mhm.
Because I think I don't know. Can you remember where you feel like that's when you lost your innocence, like when things just changed for you?
I think when I think it was probably sixth grade. It's probably sixth grade when I got accused by my English teacher of plagiarizing. Like, cause I was like really
Oh,
like I was always writing stories and stuff like that, and this teacher basically said like, "There's no way I could have wrote that story." And I remember being
mm,
like, "That's not what teachers are supposed to do." Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, just the way this white woman came at me, like it just didn't feel it like it because I always thought I think until that point that adults were supposed to protect kids and never like
mm.
and like I don't know for some reason like I always like trusted authority figures. I think that that was like the beginning of me like being like the whole system is fucked up. Like, you know what I mean? And then after that, the bullying
Mm,
came. So yeah, it got dark.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it was I was probably about like 7, like 8,
Mm.
and that's when uh one of the adopted kids came in, and I was there, and like the kid punched me in the stomach
Uh,
for no fucking reason.
yeah.
Like, and then my mom was like, hit him back. Like, it's basically it's just like, oh, like this isn't a game.
Your
And
house
there are
became
people out
Fight Club.
here. Huh? Well, yeah. Well, no, it's not even that. But it's just like there are people that'll just hurt you for no
Mm.
reason, and no
Yeah.
matter how nice you're trying to be, it's just like, and it's not about like if you do anything. Is like some people are just gonna hurt you. So then,
Yeah.
like, yeah, yeah, toughen me up immediately.
Yeah, middle school was definitely like, especially in Ann Arbor. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's like white people feeling too comfortable and bold to do whatever the fuck. That's why nothing
Nigga, you
surprises
made
me.
it to middle school. I got made it to 8.
Yeah, that was. I didn't want to like dive into that too deep because I'm like, damn, that's to be bald, 8, and also losing your innocence. That's a lot.
Fuck you, nigga. I wasn't bold when I was
But
8.
yeah, man, I remember middle school, dude. Like I had this mom. I was actually talking about her not too long ago. I had this mom that was just so fucking cruel to me for no reason. I'm like, what is your problem with me, lady? And I remember my friend Billy, like he always got shit on by adults. Like we were in a musical together in seventh grade,
Mm,
dude. And
mm,
these dads would sometimes be the biggest dicks to this kid. I remember to the point where we didn't have that much money, right? Like we were the
mm,
poorest kids, like out of all the kids ever doing this musical and shit, right?
mm,
And my friend Billy had this cap, and I might have told this story before on the show. He had, like you have a sports cap, and you have like the little button on the top. The button had
mm,
fallen off. That's how janky both of our lives were, right? And so like he had
mm.
these spikes pick it out. But this is how bold this dad was. The dad was hitting us upside the head sometimes because we're like boys being silly, but he would like that's like his way of like telling us to like pay attention, right? He would hit us. And so he one time he hit Billy and on the head and it hit that spike and he screamed. He
Good
screamed
for him.
so loud. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
See, and that's the thing. It's like that's why, yeah, that's why dads are so important. Yeah, to
Yeah.
be in kids' lives because like somebody like that would only do that to a kid whose dad isn't around. And not saying that
Oh, Billy's dad
I don't
was
know.
around. I
Yeah,
mean, he
no,
wasn't
no,
really around though, but
yeah,
like he was
but
there,
like,
but like, yeah, I get what you're saying.
yeah, yeah, because let me find out some kid's dad put his hand on
Oh
on one
yeah.
of my kids. Oh, I'm gonna show up to his house. We have a talk. I'm gonna have a talk on his front lawn,
Oh
busting
yeah.
his fucking teeth in.
Yeah. Have you ever seen True Detective season 2?
Yeah,
When Colin Farrell beats the shit out of that one kid's the kid who's bullying his
yeah,
son's dad?
yeah,
Yeah, that would be
yeah.
me. Brass
No,
knuckles. I
that's
put on
me.
a just
That's
be like,
that's me.
"Hey,"
No, I don't have to put on nothing.
be
I
like,
don't
"Hey,
have to
can you
put
get
on
your
nothing.
son? Can you get your son?" "Yeah, yeah, okay." "Ralph, you like to pick on my son?" "Yeah." Beat the
Yeah,
shit out of
yeah.
your
I'm
dad.
gonna pick on your dad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick on your dad.
Oh, man. Don't you
Yeah,
ever
I'm that guy.
fucking
I'm that
Toy Story
guy.
2 is playing in the background. Wheezy singing, "You got a friend in me," as you're beating
You
the shit out
got a friend in me.
as you're beating the shit out of his dad. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
J
hey, put on Toy Story.
I will
And
say,
in the window, you see me kicking his
yeah,
dad's ass.
I do have to say, Joan Cusack's voice work as Jessie the Cowgirl, very underrated. She's great in that role.
Yeah.
She's really
Mhm.
good. I actually, Tati and I saw a woman in New Orleans who oddly looked like Jessie the Cowgirl mixed with the daughter Violet from The Incredibles because they kind of look similar. You know what I mean? Like that human design. Because The Incredibles was the
Okay.
first time Pixar actually tried to do a full everyone's human. But it
Mhm.
was a very like she looked so cartoonish, but like in a Pixar way. I was like, huh. Yeah, it's
I mean,
very odd
that's
looking.
weird.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, it was so sad. Like Jesse, like but it's weird though because these toys are excited about going to Japan just to be on display.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well,
Like that's
and that's but that also shows the fact is like they were sitting in a box for
yeah,
so long.
yeah,
It's like the display seems better than what they've had, which is
yeah,
just utter darkness. Just seeing kids would
yeah.
actually brings something to them and
Mhm.
being admired.
And yeah, they don't have to worry about being abandoned because they're gonna be part of a museum or whatever the fuck, and so they're always gonna be cherished and appreciated and stuff. Supposedly,
Yeah,
right? We don't really know.
yeah.
Like for all we know, the dude who's trying to buy these toys just wants to jerk off all over them. We don't know anything, right? Um, that's a
I
whole
mean,
different type of
Japan is a different place.
yeah.
Japan is different. They get freaky out there.
I did like this the plot twist with Stinky Pete, the prospector, voiced by Kelsey Grammer, another great
Mhm.
voice performance. Because I remember as a kid being like, "Oh, I wonder if he's the one that turned on the TV to disrupt, to wake up Al to stop Woody from running away." But remember, he's supposed to be mint condition. He never gets out the box. And then
Yeah,
when he revealed himself, I was like, "Oh, that's a good twist." That's a good twist
yeah,
where he's like, we can do this the easy way, Woody, or we can do it the hard way. He rips Woody's like stitching again. I was like, damn, this nigga's
yeah,
cruel.
yeah.
he's
He
like,
was playing 0 games.
I will
Also,
fuck
how
you
is
up.
that shit so sharp? That's a toy, nigga.
That's a good
That's a
one.
toy.
I mean, hard plastic, man. It's been mint condition, baby. I
No,
wouldn't
it'll
close
be
that
even
grate.
more blunt than not.
Yeah, I would have closed that grate though for sure. Like, yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point. The toys were doing some insane shit in this movie, but it's like it's fine. It's fantastical world and stuff. But like,
Yeah.
there was definitely some moments where I was like, toys don't do that. So there's toys can't do that. Like that's pretty nuts. Also, can we talk real quick before I forget this note I have about Al the villain? Why the fuck was he wearing a chicken suit and then driving his car? Why not change into the chicken suit when you get to the studio across the street from your house? That was insane.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird.
You
That
could
was
have
so
crashed a car looking like a chicken.
but also, like, yo, you could have just walked across the street. Well, you could drive the car for.
Yeah, insane.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure there's a crosswalk somewhere.
hmm Yeah, it's that was weird. That was weird.
Because
But there
I
are
would never drive to work if I lived across the street from work. That
I mean, I guess
just
that's
I don't
supposed
know.
to show, like, how obnoxious he is, and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
and stupid.
Yeah, I mean, what's wild is it's voiced by Wayne, what's his name? Not Wayne Newton, the guy from Wayne Knight.
No, yeah, yeah.
Wayne Knight
The
from
guy
Space
from
Jam and Jurassic Park. And he
and
kinda looks like
Seinfeld.
the villain for
Seinfeld.
Jurassic and Seinfeld, yeah, Newman.
So actually, I see him. I used to see him every year at the auto show in
I
LA.
know. You tell
Eh,
this every time we have a Wayne Knight movie.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Him and the dude from News Radio. He loves those guys always
Who
together.
from News Radio?
Good friend. The guy who played Jimmy, Jameson.
Ah, okay. I used to watch
The
News
the bl-
Radio.
the yeah, the blind guy from fucking uh oh my god, not Nope. Fuck,
It's alright.
Sunken Place. Shit, why can I
Get
think?
Out, Get Out.
Get Out. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, like him. Like yeah, apparently they're really good friends, so they come to the show all the time together.
Oh, okay. They look kind of alike too, that's kinda odd.
Yeah,
Oh,
sometimes I was like, are they a couple? No, they're not. They're just
that
friends.
actor is great on Barry, by the way.
Oh yeah, he
That
is.
was a really
Yeah,
great
yeah, he
that was a
is.
great performance. Um, okay, can we talk about how Woody always starts shit? He always starts fights that he can't win. Because in the first movie, he starts a fight with Buzz. Buzz fucks him up, basically, right?
Mhm.
And this movie, he starts a fight with Jesse, where he's like, "If the boot," she whoops his ass.
I mean, but then again, at the same time, this nigga literally has one arm. He does have one arm at this point.
This is true. This is true. Yeah.
But at the same time, he is a cowboy from old black and white TV. So like
Well, they
yeah,
used to use
he has
puppets and shit.
he has an inflated sense of self.
I mean, yeah, Woody's out of his goddamn mind. What's wild though about this movie is I'm gonna pull it up in our oh wow, this movie had a budget of 90 million and made 511 million. It's a huge
Yeah.
hit. Holds 100% of Rotten Tomatoes, so we'll see if we keep that up, by the way.
Hmm.
At the end of this. Now I did know about this. This is back in like early internet like news information, right? So I don't know if it was like from Ain't It Cool News, or maybe it was like a magazine I was reading. So this is supposed to be a direct to video sequel, but there was like upgrade to theatrical because of screenings and like people thought like they could make a even bigger story, right?
Yeah.
But the biggest thing that I remember is that the actual like some of this movie, like actually a lot of it got lost initially, and then there was someone who had a backup file. Yeah, yeah, like some of the movie, like a lot of the movie got erased at the
Oh,
studio,
that
but
sucks.
then someone
That's
had a
crazy.
backup and they were able to save it and stuff. Yeah.
Huh? How the fuck does that happen?
I don't know. I mean, it's back in the late 90s, man.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's still a film, like, regardless of the fact of whether it's gonna be, go direct to video or
True.
not. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, how do you almost erase half the film
Yeah.
or a good portion of it?
Yeah. I mean, that would have been nuts. It would definitely would push back the release date and stuff. But I'm glad that this was because I think if it would have been a direct to video sequel, then we wouldn't have gotten the greatness that's Toy Story 3, which I think is the best one of the whole
Yeah.
series. I can't wait to I mean, it's gonna probably fuck me up because that's one of the few movies, man, where there wasn't a dry eye in the house. I don't know if you saw Toy Story 3 in the movie theater, but people were
No.
fucked up in that movie, dude. Like everyone our age was fucked up watching that ending. Because it's like closure.
I was good.
Well, I mean, if you watch it at home, like that's what I'm saying. If you hadn't watched it in the movie theater,
Fair.
it's different because it's because that was towards the end of I think it was right after college, right? I think like I was like my
Mhm.
second year in grad school. So all of us like around that age group had just like gotten out of college or maybe were a few years before completing it. And I think because of that story with Andy, going to college and giving up his toys and his memories, I think that really resonates. And like these were characters we've known since we were kids, right? So there's a lot
Yeah.
of closure to that movie. That's why it was so odd when they were like Toy Story 4. People were like, that was a perfect ending. Like there's very few trilogies that end such a good note. Um,
Yeah, and also
yeah,
uh, Toy Story 3 came out 11 years later.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
that's significant.
mhm, yeah. I mean,
Actually, you know what?
well,
That's why I didn't see this film.
okay,
That's why because this came out in 2000 in '99.
yeah,
So by that point, I was in high school, and like that's how I missed this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was like playing football and da 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 da.
Yeah,
I
you're
just
chasing
that's
tail.
how I
I get
missed.
it. I get it, man. You
Not
and
not quite yet. I
well,
had I
you
I had another year before I was bumping uglies.
I get it, but you were also like you were in a different yeah, you just were in a different place because for me, like, movies were my sanctuary. So I've seen
Yeah,
everything, right? And so like my first fucking date, I think we went to go see Chicken Run. Like that's how corny I am with movies and shit like that.
yeah, you are. That's just pretty fucking corny.
Yeah. I mean, what? I was like 11, dude. And I don't have no car.
Still, still, still.
With the putt putt and played we with the putt putt and watched Chicken Run.
Okay.
Now that white girl's a Muslim,
Cornball.
like she's a Muslim in Oklahoma or some shit. Anyways,
Oh, okay.
yeah, she
All
randomly popped
right.
up on my Facebook.
She's an ISIS.
What? Why would from the toy store? Okay, I laughed really hard because I completely forgot about the Buzz Lightyear replacement thing. Oh,
Yeah.
that was actually supposed to be the plot of the original one of the directed video sequel was supposed to be Buzz
Mm,
getting recalled. So all those buzzes and stuff, I think that's still like they were like kind of paying homage to that original idea. I forgot about Buzz
mm.
being replaced by like original crazy ass Buzz Lightyear. So when he was like, I really hope I wasn't this delusional. And that Buzz fucked him up and put him in the box. Just yeah. And then like Buzz is talking like old Buzz and shit, like, oh, we gotta get to Emperor Zurg and all this shit. And then the other toys are just like, okay. And when he's in the elevator and he's pulling them up, he's like, I'm gonna use my ultimate belt or whatever the fuck. And then like I'm gonna let go.
My
And,
levitate, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
hold
like
on, everybody.
anti-gravity,
Yeah,
whatever.
in three, I'm gonna jump. And then they're like,
I'm gonna let go. Don't let go, don't let
and then
go.
what I think Mr. Potato Head's like, he wouldn't let go, right? And he's like, two. And then Ham was like, he would. He would. Ham was like, this nigga's crazy.
Look, Buzz has lost his damn mind.
Basically, dude. There's like some
Oh
really,
god.
like I said, there's some really funny, like weird moments. Like this movie is actually a lot weirder than I remembered.
Yeah,
You
it
know what I
is.
mean? Which
It
is
it
which is
definitely
fun.
is. So it's funny because like so Jackson and I watched this together last night.
Yeah.
So I was just like, hey, we're gonna watch a movie. I don't want to watch a movie. I was like, we're gonna watch Toy Story 2. He's just like, I okay. Like I didn't like it's funny because like I remember watching the first one with him and
Yeah.
like they liked it, but that was a while ago. I
Mm.
didn't know like just the fact of seeing he was just like, oh, Toy Story 2, yeah, I'm in for that.
Oh
And
yeah.
just like the way he lit up, like it was just really cool for me. It was really
Okay. Did
cool.
he enjoy it?
Yeah, 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 yeah. He loved it. He thought it
Okay.
was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, knowing where the series is going, I was like, oh, like, yeah, this is a good progression of it. Like, some of the CGI, I will say, though, doesn't hold up as much as some of the other Pixar movies, but it's because they were still figuring out their human designs. That didn't really come and kick in until Incredibles when they took it to a whole nother level and shit.
Yeah.
So some of the
But also
humans,
at the same time, Brandon, this was supposed to go direct to video.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's just some of the humans, like at some scenes, looked a little rough and everything like that. But I hear what you're
Mm,
saying. I mean, the airport scene is fucking awesome. Like
yeah.
I remember that like was like it felt like that was that airport sequence is practice for what they ended up doing in Monsters Inc. with the doors.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it felt like, hey, we're just trying to see if we can do something like this because we want to do some crazy shit with the doors with Monsters
Yeah.
Inc. Which man, I hope you have all the Pixar movies just on the list at this point because now I'm like I want to do Monsters Inc. I love that fucking movie. We got to do a Bugs
We
Life
haven't
too.
done Monsters Inc.
I don't know. I don't know if you've done. I
Okay,
don't know how many.
I was just watching it recently.
Yeah, we gotta do a
Great
Bugs
movie.
Life because Bugs Life, I think, has one of the most underrated animated villains, which is Hopper. That dude was basically like a white supremacist because his whole thing. Remember, his whole thing was like, we can't allow them to realize that there's more of them than us.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I recently just
his
watched that
villain
too.
is so dope because he's just like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, you know, we can't push too hard, but we got to push hard enough where they take us seriously. But they can never know that there's more than us, and they can take us
Yeah.
out. I love that fucking and then
It's
the way
fucking nice.
the grasshoppers, they come out the fog and shit, that movie has
Mhm.
some really cool stuff. It's weird. It's really fucking weird, but, because he's about to kill, like, the queen. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna, like" he's like, "I gotta
Yeah.
show him that I'm not to be fucked with." And he got that one, like, crazy, you
Y'all must
know
have forgot.
kinda. He got that one grasshopper that just beats the shit out of people and stuff. It's great. That movie's nuts.
Yeah,
But this movie, what I really liked about it is the villain is also like Prospector Pete being like revealed as like the villain, so to speak, just because he's like, hey, like no one ever wanted me. Like, so he's very bitter.
yeah,
You know what I mean? He's like, no one ever wanted to play with Prospect Pete. Um, so he's just like, fuck you. Like, you coming to like, we're going to Japan. This is our destiny, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, Joe Pesci was originally considered for the voice of Stinky Pete before Kelsey Grammer. I think that was a good choice to go with Kelsey Grammer. I think
yeah,
his voice fit very well.
yeah. Because I can't picture fucking Joe Pesci as a prospector.
That would have been weird.
Yeah, old Italian prospector.
Yeah. Prospector Pete at the airport when they were chasing after the cases. Prospector Pete, when Buzz opens up that case, punched the shit out of Buzz.
Yeah, he said.
Yeah, but Buzz was over the railing. I was like, yo, Pete's about that business. He's like, I'm going to fucking Japan.
He's like, don't fuck with me.
it was it was wild. That's kind of like
Now,
what like yeah.
mind you, Brandon, if you notice, Prospector Pete was actually the last one that was was the first one that was put in the box. So that nigga climbed off the bottom to get up there to bust a nigga in his face.
Yo, Woody, I mean, they had a hell of a day. They had a hell of a day saving Woody because they had to go
Hmm.
from that apartment building, dealing with the elevators, dealing with the fucking Emperor Zurg toy from across the street that came alive
Yeah,
and shit. How many balls does that toy have? Because that nigga was shooting like dozens of balls.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true.
I was like, who was,
Unlimited
yeah,
balls.
I was like, who's supplying this toy? It was funny though, watching the toy like slowly like go through the parking lot and shit though.
Yeah.
That was mad funny. Like, and then also with the toys with the cones and I forgot about that scene. So when they caught that traffic jam and all that destruction, that shit was mad funny. They're like,
That's
that
why
went
you can get
well.
across the street so easily
Yeah,
later on.
that was pretty good. Uh, but yeah, like, dude, that airport sequence was awesome. I mean, completely insane. Like that these toys have to like contend with like almost taking off from airplanes and shit like that. That means Al took a huge financial hit because he flew all the way to Japan to have no toys.
Well,
That's why he
yeah,
was crying in
and
that commercial.
well, of course. And then it's not like he lost one, he lost all three.
Oh yeah, true. He lost all them toys.
Yeah, so he's completely fucked. And apparently he's had those toys for probably a really long time.
Hmm. And
So
he took a financial hit
like
getting Woody restored and shit by that old dude.
mhm. Yes, I mean and as far as he understands it, it's just like, somebody stole him at the airport.
Mm, yeah.
Because the
Well,
box makes it there, but none of the toys are inside.
maybe if he'd been nicer to the employees, because remember he said, what did he say to that like TSA, the guy at the airline when he's putting in the conveyor belt? He was like, "These toys are worth more than what you make in a year." You can't be telling people stuff like that, man.
Yep.
You got to be nice to people.
Yep. And also, why would you tell anybody that?
True.
You just
True. Yeah.
incentivize them to do some fuck shit.
Yeah, especially in the 90s, this is pre 9/11 because
Mhm.
we're just stealing shit. Yeah, for
Hey,
sure.
and you know what? And the cameras weren't ultra sharp, so
Oh, yeah.
you
Yeah,
get away
man.
with some shit.
Yeah, I mean, we're about to go back to that apparently. The TSA is, like, letting up a bunch of these restrictions and stuff.
Well, yeah, well,
It's not gonna make the
that's
lines go faster because I don't know if you've been I
nope.
mean, I know you've been on the road, but, like, I don't know if you've been flying a lot.
No, I flew back.
Man, people do not know how to fly. People don't know how to it's like, it's been like this for so long. Like, how do you not know what to do? ID,
Yeah.
ticket, just have your shit out of your pocket. You go do a
I
metal
will
detector.
I will say though, because I flew back to New York from LAX,
Yeah.
the line went a lot faster than I thought it was gonna be, and that was at the beginning of
Yeah.
the government shutdown.
Oh, okay.
So I was expecting some really long lines. I breezed right through that bitch. I was really surprised, and even just going so putting my stuff through the belt, my baggage and whatnot. I was traveling with my mics and everything.
Yeah.
Every other time I've ever done it, I've been stopped and they checked it. They didn't look at shit. which that's the part that kind of made me worry a little bit. But it's
Mhm.
like they're lax. They're now a lot more lax now.
Oh, yeah, I mean, also, I mean, this is also during the strike, yeah, they're not gonna care as much and stuff, but it's also
Yeah.
like, that's a l people don't think it's a laborious job, but, like, after watching that one movie with, Taron Egerton on Netflix, when you gotta, like,
Hmm.
do that you gotta watch and scan these bags every 20 seconds, that's like that folks, it's just like if you looked at a computer screen and, like, with close to, attention for hours on end, that's not good for anybody's body. Our
Yeah.
eyes aren't supposed to deal with that. It's insane.
Hmm.
I mean, eventually, all that's unfortunately gonna get replaced by AI. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I'm pretty sure.
but yeah, man. I mean,
As everything.
it is wild though because who's gonna notice three, like a space toy, two cowboy toys, and a cowboy pony toy on the tarmac? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just
Ri
like,
riding on the back of a fucking, like, a toy horse.
yeah, yeah. Well, I call him a pony, but
Nuts.
yeah, it's a horse. Um,
Yeah, like, it's ridiculous.
Apparently, Bullseye was supposed to have a voice that was voiced by Martin Short, but they actually went silent with him. I
Hmm.
think going silent, as much as I like Martin Short, I think going silent is the right way.
I mean, that would have been wild.
Yeah, Martin Short's fucking nuts. He's so
Yeah.
fucking crazy, dude. I was actually thinking about him the other day, not because Only Murders in the
Only
Building,
murders.
but that movie Get Over It with Cisco,
Yeah.
where he was the.
Mhm.
I actually think that's one of the funniest performances I've seen, like maybe ever.
Who, Cisco or him?
No, Martin Short in that movie. He's so unhinged.
Okay.
It's actually kind of like I actually think about it a lot more than I should.
Yeah, yeah, definitely shouldn't be thinking about that.
It just is like I think about so many more things besides Martin Short and Get Over It.
You have a very privileged life, Brandon.
That's the thing.
That's what you could be fucking thinking about.
I'm just like tapping the pencil against my lip, like, yeah, Martin Short and Get Over It. It's very underrated.
The
But
stupid fucking, song that Cisco's doing. Ugh.
oh my god, yes, yep. Yo, we gotta talk about Wheezy again, real quick. When Woody finds him up on that shelf, Wheezy's talking like he's at the end of his road, like he's about to die. He's like, "It's over for old Wheezy." Like, what? When he gets picked for the yard sale, it's like, "Good knowing you, Woody." I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I was literally about to say the same thing. He's just like, "Hey, baby, it's been real."
I'm like, these toys have a dark as fuck, man. But that's reiterated the third one actually,
Mm.
because the third one gets
Well,
really rough.
I mean, but if you really think about it, like there isn't really a happy send off for toys because
Well,
eventually your kid grows up.
well, actually, that's part of Yuvia's trivia that she pulled. Stinky Pete's dialogue and outtakes foreshadow events in Toy Story 3. The landfill, Andy going to college, and a rough play at Sunnyside.
Yeah.
That's interesting that they put all these plants. They put all the things.
Hmm.
And also, Stinky Pete is apparently Pixar's first villain whose evil is hidden until late in the film. That's true because at this point, this I think their third film. This is the third movie, right? So you had Sid in the first one, who's just outright insane. Hopper, who's like voiced by Kevin Spacey, so you're automatically a villain territory right there.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then,
yeah.
yeah, that's true. Because even in
Hmm.
Monsters University, Monsters Inc. Yeah, Randall's like a bad guy, pretty upfront. So
Yeah, yeah, I mean, well, yeah, he's already shown that he's like,
yeah.
yeah, he's not the good dude.
By the way, one of my favorite Steve Buscemi playing Randall and Bill Crystal playing Mike Wazowski. Funniest dialogue in the Pixar movies, I think, which is Randall does the evil chuckle. He's like, "Ha, ha, you still think it's about that stupid screen record?" Bill Crystal's Mike is like, "Well, I did until you laugh like that." He's it's just such an evil laugh. He's just like, I gotta go now. All right. Yeah, man. I don't have much else to say about this movie. It's a fun watch. I love even little details like when the dude Joe is walking into Al's toy barn and he's like, one dude's yelling at him, like, "Joe, you're late. We got all the stock in the dude." He's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." Like even got like disgruntled retail workers and shit, which
Well, I
where
mean,
were
and
they
then
during all the destruction that's happening in the
yeah,
store?
yeah, yeah, that was crazy. That
They're
was
knocking over
crazy.
boxes
but
and shit.
also, like, how they all get on, like, like, the in front of the fucking the motion
Oh,
sensor, and they
yeah,
all
yeah.
jump together.
Yeah, it
I'm
was
like,
funny.
it's like small details like that I thought that were really cool about the film.
Yeah. My favorite gag though in this movie, side gag, is at the end when all the toys get home, they have the little like Etch a Sketch sign for Andy. The camera
Mm.
pans over to the window, and they fucking took the cart from the airport to get them all home.
Oh, yeah.
So the neighbors in the yard and shit. You're like, "Whoa." Because the
So
neighbors are definitely like, "What the fuck? Like, what just happened?" How do you even what do you do with that? Do you just call the city to be like, or do you call the airport? Like, how do you even deal with that?
Yeah, but, like, "Hey, somebody stole a thing." It's like, there's yeah, like, that's crazy. I don't know what
Yeah.
yeah, I don't even know.
I mean, yeah, I did remember like, oh yeah, this is the movie where like Buzz and them drive because Buzz is
Yeah,
turn the wheel and shit like that. Buzz is
which
very
is also that's
resourceful, man.
nuts. Yeah.
But Buzz
Actually,
and Woody are a formidable pair, dude. They get shit done.
honestly, but Brandon, like, I really wanna know, when is this supposed to be set?
I think it's supposed to be like in our times, right? Well,
I don't
nah,
no, because the
yeah,
kid has a
huh?
because it's like all the space toys start coming out. Like, is this supposed to be set in, like, the '60s or '70s? I don't
No,
know, because Pizza Planet, like
yeah, Pizza Planet, like they have well, it's got a
and they
very
have video
retro f feel
games.
though. Did we ever see phones in this movie? I know we had the walkie talkies in the first one, right? And
Yeah, but
does he have a
walkie-talkies have been around f
he has a cell phone in this movie. Al has a cell phone when he's on the phone, and he has a fax machine.
oh, ye okay.
Remember, he
So
faxes the
then,
photos, so
li
it has
so
to
so
be
so it's definitely the
present time.
'90s.
Yeah, it has to be present time.
Hmm.
But it does have a very old school aesthetic. But at the same time, remember, this is the '90s, right? This is like the '90s where that's what's so wild about where we're at now in regards to technology and stuff like that. It's kind of been an equalizer in a lot of ways. Because remember the '90s? I don't know about like your household, but the '90s, it was like in the suburbs, it was all up and down about who had access, right? So some people like in the mid '90s had computers and all kinds of shit that you would get at school, right? I didn't get a computer until like the late '90s, and I didn't get like AOL till like '98 or something like that. Some people already had internet, right?
I
Like
had 95, nigga.
Windows 95, Windows Vista.
Uh,
What are you talking about?
no, no, it was, no, the AO was it
Did we have AOL
was
95?
there AOL 95?
I can't even remember how long it's been.
'Cause I know
Yeah,
we had Windows 95, but I believe that
yeah,
around that same time, they released a AOL 95 that came out,
okay.
with it.
That
But
fucking
I remember
CD.
before we had the computer, we had the word processor where I'd have to do, I'd, do, like, reports and shit
Oh,
on,
yeah, yeah, I
for
had that too.
school.
Yeah, yeah, the little green it's like the green font on the black screen, like
Mhm.
yeah, I
Yep.
remember that shit.
But then, like, I think we got AOL in, like,
97,
93 or
right?
94.
Oh, wow.
And 95 is, like, when AOL took a big jump, and then
Yeah,
you could start, AIM, all that came around, like, 90 fucking, like, 7.
yeah. Oof.
Yeah, because I remember when I hit college, we were, like, AIM was still a thing.
Yeah, yeah, AIM was a thing until, Facebook.
Yeah.
I was no, AIM was a thing until I would say, like, well, Facebook and MySpace around the same time because in MySpace you could message, right?
2003-ish.
'Cause
2003,
yeah.
2004-ish.
I think
Yeah.
MySpace was the game changer at first, and then Facebook came out, and that's when it was like, "Whoa,
Yeah,
that shit's gonna."
but you remember MySpace was before Facebook,
Yeah, and you can
so
message on MySpace. Facebook, you can only
yeah.
poke people.
No,
Oh,
you could
I don't think you can message for a while on Facebook. Remember that old school
oh, yeah, you were just
man,
friends, and
folks?
you could write on people's walls and shit like
Yeah,
that.
man, that was a different time, folks. Like, that's the thing is like the exclusivity of Facebook was something special because
Yep.
it was like for a specific age group, people that are going through this very formative time, like in college and shit like that. It was very special. Like I understand what happened now, but yeah, to UB's point, like your parents can see your shit. Yeah, man. I remember like because there was some private, like there's some wild stuff I was posting on Facebook. You know, there was a lot of people were posting wild stuff on Facebook, especially when the
Bro,
statuses came up. It got messy. Some people put
yeah,
like I'm in a
oh,
relationship. Some people be like, "I'm single." It's like, "What the fuck you mean you single?" It's crazy, man.
bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, in college, we started a group called the BON. The BON, it was the Board of Niggas, right? and it became, but it was basically a group with nothing but black people, right?
Okay.
So like all the black people in our school, and then we had other chapters. So
Mhm.
like my brother's school, he had the BON over there, so we had the board niggas, things like that. Our roommate was this white kid, Jeremy. Also, we called him Crack Baby. Yeah. There's a story behind that, whatever. But anyhow, so Crack Baby. Now again, we lived in the same room, so we were all fucking around. He made a group called the Caucasian Council.
Oh no, the CCs.
so so and then it became this feud between the BON and the Caucasian
You
Council.
start a race
But
war on Facebook?
that's the thing is, people didn't realize it's the same guys in the same room, and we were doing this just for fun. Like we got like, they banned the BON off of Facebook and the Caucasian Council, for we're just like, but we laughed so hard about it because it's like it's us
Nuts.
and we're all living and we would write something to them and then he'd write something to us and then we walk into the other room and laugh about it. But then other people not knowing
Yeah.
took this thing so serious and we're just like, what the fuck is this?
Oh
But it
my
was
god.
hilarious.
All right, pay attention, everybody.
Shout
Justin
outs to
started a
Crack
race
Baby
riot. Justin started a race riot in college. Pay
with a
attention.
kid named Crack Baby.
Oh my god. All right. Mattel allowed Barbie to be in the sequel after regretting their decision to not do so in the first film. That's interesting. And then
Yeah.
Jesse's inclusion was pushed by John Lasseter's wife for stronger female representation. I think it was a good idea. Also, if
Yep.
you're thinking about corporate wise, gonna sell more toys.
Yep.
Always gotta have toys. That's why the brilliants are frozen, man. Brilliants are frozen. It wasn't originally supposed to be a two-hander. You put fucking two Disney princesses in the same fucking movie and it's a huge hit. Good on them. Good on them.
Yep.
Our producer Lluvia put up some letterbox reviews she thought we should read about Toy Story 2. The first is from Matt Singer, who wrote, Sarah McLachlan is an absolute menace. 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Yep.
Yep.
Arms of an Angel, and now this.
Oh my God. Those fucking commercials with the fucking flies and the sad faces and the fucking animals. Oh my God. All right. Yi Jian wrote, I hope I've never let my toys down. I hope they still think of me wherever they are now. 4.5 out of 5 stars. I do that too sometimes, man. I'm like, man, I wonder what my Green Ranger is doing right now. Probably fucking melted into some Detroit landfill or some shit.
Yeah.
Kenjia wrote, when Al of Al's Toy Barn said, I can't believe I have to drive all the way to work on a Saturday and then drove literally across the street, I felt that. 4.5 out of 5 stars. Andy Levy wrote, in this sequel to the horror classic, the evil toys' reign of terror continues as they cause numerous traffic accidents and conspire to prevent a hardworking businessman from realizing his dream and gaining a fortune. 5 out of 5 stars. That is true. This man doesn't know that he
I
got
mean,
fucked, but he also was putting out a lot of negative energy in the universe, so it comes back to you
yeah.
sometimes.
I mean, he stole.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
Lauren wrote, I'm still confused as to how a toy horse can run as fast as a plane about to take off. 5 out of 5 stars. These are good questions. I was actually thinking the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
thing when they're chasing after the
Yeah.
luggage thing.
Mhm.
And then number one Gizmo fan wrote, this is the best Toy Story, and I will defend it until I die. 5 out of 5 stars. I'll disagree with there, but I understand. A lot of people like this one. So Justin, having said
Tickle your
that,
pickle, baby.
break down our rating system, baby.
Stop calling me baby. So, guys, you know how we do this. We rate movies bags of popcorn, small, medium, large, and the XL for the exceptional. If a film doesn't deserve any hot, buttery, delicious popcorn, we throw it into the stale popcorn pile. We pile piles and piles of stale popcorn on top of it. So, Brandon, we watched the 1999 adventure comedy film Toy Story 2. And the people who are in it. You got Tim Allen, we got fucking what's his name? Tom Hanks. Come on, baby. Come on now. Come on, baby. Come on
Andy
now.
Potts, Joan Cusack, Jim Varney,
Nigga,
R.I.P. Yeah. This gets a large.
what say you?
That was creepy as fuck. This gets a large.
Yep.
This gets a large. This is great. This is a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun and quirkier than I remembered. And I don't know why it took me so long to rewatch this, but I'm glad I did. I really enjoyed it. And knowing where the story goes next, I'm really looking forward to reviewing Toy Story 3. Yeah, all the voice acting was great. There were some moments where I rolled my eyes a few times because the callbacks to the first one that I thought were a little heavy-handed. But other than that, like I still think it's actually a really fun, charming movie. And yeah, I love these characters. I love Buzz and Woody and Slinky Dog and Bo Peep and the Potato Heads and even Rex. As annoying as I find Rex to be sometimes, it's still he has some quirky moments. He had the Jurassic Park parody scene and stuff like that. I really and then also Ham was fucking hilarious in this movie.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
And mind you, you know that this is the last movie with Slinky Dog, technically, because Jim Varney actually
Oh
died.
yeah, he died.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
year after this. Yeah.
All right, Justin, what's your rating?
Yeah, I'm gonna give this a large as well. Like I very much enjoyed this, and I'd never seen this before. Yeah, it was a really fun watch. Really fun watch. You know, no notes, no notes.
There you go, y'all. No notes from the media popcorn team. We didn't bring down the Rotten Tomato score. How about that, folks?
This
Maybe
time,
maybe there is a warm spot in Justin's cold ass heart. Uh,
nope.
As always, you can follow the show at Media MP Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Be sure to go to youtube.com/Media MP Podcast. Push that subscribe button to get alert about all future reviews and celebrity interviews and award season stuff that we got going on that page. And you can follow me at Frodo_Blackens on all social media platforms, particularly Instagram and Threads. That's where I'm at most of the days. FrodoBlackens.com for show dates and all that good stuff coming up. And Justin, how can people follow you as well as support the show financially? They choose to do so, baby.
Well, first of all, stop calling me baby. But guys, you can follow me at J Brown Did It on all the social media platforms. But you can support this show on Patreon, patreon.com/medium popcorn. We have $2, $5, $10, and $15 packages. Our entire backlog is on Patreon. So if you're looking for a particular episode, guess where it's at? Patreon. You want some bonus stuff? Patreon. You just want to just contact us and talk bullshit? Patreon. Again, patreon.com/medium popcorn.
There you go, baby. Wax it up, put it
Stop
down.
calling me baby.
Everybody get around. You got a friend in me. Also, ko-fi.com/medium popcorn. If you don't want to subscribe to Patreon and you just want to give us a little loving, the equivalent of a small coffee or small popcorn, go to ko-fi.com/medium popcorn.
Send us a coffee. And when your wallet seems stuffed up there and you want us. While it feels stuffed up there. I mean, oh God.
Okay. All right, y'all. Bye.
Your wallet's in your ass. Medium popcorn. We are two niggas spoiling movies. Brandon Collins, that's me, and Justin Brown for your movie needs. Media popcorn, woo! You haven't seen it, well, we're going.